I had come here to study and observe a business opportunity to this rural part of Delhi on the absolute outskirts and a remote area. Wait for the relevant part of the video and I'll share with you the reason for coming all the way to this place. A quick disclaimer, I am not here to promote anything, neither am I associated with anything that you see in the video. It is just a random visit to understand the business model and the business structure. Before moving forward, please do subscribe to my channel if the subjects of business, marketing and strategy are of interest to you. In India, the education sector is a billion-dollar industry. In fact, some people call it as capital of world's education by virtue of the sheer number of students who get educated or who get admitted to various educational institutions, both foreign and Indian. And all these students, they hit various examination centers at various levels for various examinations. These could be the school examinations, the open university examinations, the competitive examinations for management admission. In fact, I was going through the list of examinations being held in India, and the number is overwhelming. It is about 300 plus various examinations, and this is before any individual hits the workforce. Just to give you a glimpse of number of individuals appearing for these different competitive exams pan-India and every year. UPSC and IAS about 12 lakh to 14 lakhs. Joint entrance examinations for engineering candidates, it is about 15 lakhs. For medical entrance examinations, which is NEET, there are 15 lakh plus candidates who appear for these exams every year. Bank probationary officers exams, about 15-16 lakh candidates every year. For defense forces, CDS and NDA, it is about 6 to 7 lakhs every year. Management entrance examinations like CAT, ZAT, NMAT and various other such examinations, 7 to 8 lakh candidates. Roughly, the total number of competitive exams being conducted in India every year are to the tune of crore and 50 lakh plus, which is a massive volume. Towards the end of the video, I'll also share with you a very interesting fact as to while I'm talking about education and examination, why is it that I am at the outskirts and the remote side of Delhi? The objective of this video is to share with you the business model and opportunity of this exam center venue. This business definitely holds promise in India. Towards the end of this video, I will also share with you a detailed financial model of this business of examination venue center, both the investment side and the expense side of it, the capital expenditures, the operational expenses and the revenue side. Back to the studios now. Since we were at the remote location, recording and making a proper film was a huge challenge. So I thought I'd share my learnings with you from the studio itself. After having talked about the education situation in India, the rising number of examinees, as well as the increasing number of the infrastructure that we require for thorough and proper examinations. If you are looking at venturing into the business of examination center, you will need to review and look at various critical aspects of this business, since this is a high capital intensive business and you cannot rely on hit and trial method. Looking at this business option of exam center venue is definitely a good business option, which is a thriving education and examination environment in India. If done through proper research, systematically and diligently, it could be a wonderful option. Though this business could be highly profitable and business making for you, you need to look at certain critical aspects of this business. Ignoring them can definitely lead to setbacks for your business. Before you set up this examination center, you will have to look at the examination institutes who conduct these exams and have agreements with various examining authorities. They are TCSION, Bharat Online, and you can check their websites about the requirements and infrastructure that these guys require. However, there are certain prerequisites which are mandatory and you need to definitely look at. First is the location. It is one of the most important elements of this particular business. It has to be highly accessible through public transport, through road transport, so that people, the candidates, can easily find your location. And the address of the location has to be easily findable. So 3 elements of location you need to take care of. It should be convenient, it should be safe, and it should be easily accessible by public transport. The second element for the examination venue business that you need to be very careful about is the latest equipments, the servers, the computers, the surveillance equipments, the network switches, air conditioning and lighting, etc. Since these days all the examination centers are high-tech and online, you need to ensure that all the high-tech equipments are available and they are in safe and sound condition. Plus, the surveillance equipment are required, since these days most of the institutes emphasize on high level of surveillance and security. The third element is basic amenities. While to a normal person it may not look very important or critical, but it is important. On the examination day and schedule, hundreds of people walk into your center, student candidates, their parents, their drivers maybe, and they keep waiting at the examination center till the examination is over. Many students who do not come with their guardians or parents need to deposit their bags, whatever they are carrying, happening in the cloakrooms. So these basic amenities of canteen, cloakrooms, waiting areas, they're all very important and definitely add to credibility of your examination center. Do mention in the comments in case I have missed out any of the basic amenities. The fourth aspect is power backup equipment. Since power is not in your hands, any power failure will definitely impact the performance of examinees and reputation of your exam center. So diesel generators, UPS, inverters and any other specialized power backup equipment is definitely required because in an examination situation, students are locked in a room attempting their examination for 2 hours, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Air conditioning, lighting, computer system, everything needs effective power backup. So it makes it very critical. Fifth, safety and security. During the examination at the exam center, hundreds of people gather from all parts of city and nearby cities. So you need effective mechanism and trained personnel for effective security, the security equipment, fire extinguishers, couple of health workers. So safety and security while the exam is going on within the exam center and outside the examinations hall is very important, which needs to be managed by trained people. Sixth, a good quality CRM system at the examination center during the examination and pre and post examination situation. There are a lot of things going on simultaneously, right from the personnel involved to the equipment involved and many other aspects. So you need a good quality CRM system at your examination venue to ensure that everything is managed properly. You cannot manage all those things manually. Seventh, compliances. These compliances could be as per law of the land or by the examining authority like TCS ION or Bharat Online or whichever company you have taken the franchisee to conduct these examinations. In addition to whatever has been mentioned by me till now, you will also need to check any specific or a different requirement that the examining authority expects out of you, either in terms of compliances or in terms of paperwork or any other aspect. So do check their website and ensure the adherence. After all these critical aspects and requirements that we have discussed about, let us talk about the financial model. At the beginning of this video, I had shared with you that I will share with you the financial model and the revenue model. After all, for business, money is critical and this business is high capital intensive and you simply cannot run this business on hit and trial method because massive amount of capital is required at the initial stage of this business itself. So let us talk about the cost aspect. The first and most important aspect of cost is real estate. Where is it that you intend to buy the real estate property for your examination center business? Entire examination and infrastructure will be set up in the real estate that you buy or get on a long-term lease or rent. And from this particular aspect of real estate comes the reason why I was at the remote areas of Delhi. Lot of examination center businesses have opened up their centers in the remote outskirts of Delhi so as to ensure that the real estate cost is as low as possible. However, most of these centers are highly connected and accessible by road transport and other transports like taxis and rickshaws, etc., and can be easily viewed or tracked from the Google Maps. The financial model that I am going to share with you is with an assumption of 50 candidates or examinees at a certain point of time in your examination center. And in case you intend to open up a bigger space or a smaller space, you can calculate the numbers on pro rata basis. I am sure you are also studying the Excel sheet that I have attached along with what I am sharing with you. Exam, server devices, software monitor, mouse, keyboard, webcams, etc. The cost will be approximately 12 to 14 lakhs. Security cameras. Here I am taking 3 numbers. At the rate of 6,000 will cost you somewhere around 18 to 20,000. Then you will require furniture for 50 candidates, UPS inverter for power backups, the printer, air conditioner, internet connection, electrification. So total cost approximately should be within the range of 23 to 25 lakhs. Do mention in comments in case I have missed out on any element of your cost. And yes, I have not mentioned the diesel generator. Depending on the size of the diesel generator and its cost in your particular market, you may add that cost into the cost that I have just mentioned, plus the staff salary of about lakh of rupees every month. The total cost that I have shared with you would be to the tune of 23 to 25 lakhs plus 1 lakh rupees of salary approximately, cost of diesel generator and the value of real estate that you have taken. So this is the entire capital investment that you will need to do. The initial capital expenditure and the operational expenses which will be ongoing. Now let us talk about the revenue model. After all of us work for money, earnings, revenue and profit. So here I am assuming that your examination center venue will be occupied for just 15 days in a month, and for most of the examinations you will be paid rupees 100 to rupees 1000. So this is the range. So let me take an average of rupees 500 per examinee. So 50 examinees in one session. You can have 3 shifts, so 150 examinees in a day and 15 days of examination at your center. So this comes to about 11 lakh 25,000 rupees per month. With Vintage and more tie-ups with various examining authorities, you can further enhance the revenue by working on increasing the number of candidates, the capacity of your center, and the number of days your center is busy with the examinations. However, I do suggest you to discuss with the representatives of TCS IOM or Bharat Online about their revenue models and how do they ensure that you get paid well for their exams. All these values and costs that I have shared with you are based on the inputs that I have received from markets and various examination venues that I visited, including the recent one. Meanwhile, I hope you have not forgotten to subscribe to my channel. In case you are interested in business models, strategies and marketing, do subscribe. Before I end this video, in nutshell, my suggestion is that you work on thorough research and diligence through systematically getting your market inputs at the point in time where you intend to open up your business. Have a thorough discussion with representatives of examining authorities, which is TCS ION, Bharat Online. Check their website, speak to their representatives, do your financial calculation and all the other aspects beforehand. It's a highly capital intensive business. You cannot make changes time and again. All the best to you. In case you intend to start off this business, you can always write to me on the email ID which is mentioned in the description. We can have a one-to-one discussion as well. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Keep learning, keep growing.